Jacob Warrenklein is an attorney and executive living in New York. In 1969, as an intern in the office of Francis X. Smith, the president of the New York City Council, he organized a meeting between the city council president and the Rebbe.
We came in the middle of the night. The Rebbe was standing, greeting the council president, greeting everyone who walked in, including myself, in a very modest way, in a very gracious way.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Rabbi, to see me.
Yeah, you have a prominent position that you represent a population of 7 or 8 or 9 million people.
Well, that may be so, but I want you to know that I come here because I represent you as an individual and your people as an individual. I don't know how often you would have the chance to do it, and so Jacob was kind enough to request it.
He thanks the council president for coming to visit him and recognizes that he had the opportunity, the council president, to meet with the Rebbe's co-workers. For the Rebbe to say that these were his co-workers, it was so humble. What I was learning from it was derech eretz. I mean, just how does a great man, a great Rebbe, talk about his colleagues, and how does a person greet somebody who's coming in to visit him with the kind of respect that he showed to the leader of 7 to 9 million people, though he wasn't really the leader of 7 to 9 million people. He was the president of New York City Council. The council president sought the Rebbe's advice about policies and programs that might be implemented in New York to better serve the community led by the Rebbe and to better serve the interests of his people.
It is my opinion that if someone is doing something for a part of the population, he is doing at the same time a great service for all the population.
Well, I agree with
you. That means that if you are doing something for our community, that you are doing at the same time a good service for all New York.
I am attempting to do this, and that's why I came to you. Because, as I say, I know what you have done for this particular community, and I know that there are still some problems that you need assistance on, and I want to offer my cooperation in any project that you have.
I am trying to do not only for my community, as you called it, but in the realm of my possibilities for all the human beings in New York in general.
Well, I know.
And I am convinced that if the approach will be the right one, there will be no conflict of interest. It may be only a conflict on the first glance or conflict on the surface, or conflict where you are taking into account only the short time benefit. But after a serious consideration, it is the need of all the parts of the population to have a harmonious life, and certainly it can be arranged if everyone will live without infringing on the rights of someone else, and certainly it can be arranged in such a big city as New York.
Now, at that time, there was a great concern about crime on the streets. There were some blatant episodes where police stood by while crimes were committed. And the basic point the Rebbe was making was, these are the policies we need. We need to be able to show respect for the law. We need to enforce the law. If we can enforce the law, we will not only help our people, we'll help all people of New York. And the people we will help the most are the same people who are in fact violating the laws.
On this particular weekend, I stated that we were catering, unfortunately, to an illegal minority who were violating all of the rights, civil, criminal, religious,
and it is
of the majority.
Them also.
Pardon me?
It is destroying them also.
It is. It is.
Not only it is destroying someone
else. It destroys everybody.
It destroys
Eventually
them
it destroys themselves.
Their families and themselves. And I hope if someone will know that the judges are more strict and the city hall is more strict, that will be the best preventive measure, and then you have no need for punishment.
I call for the complete cooperation in this program we put forth over the weekend. I call for a full cooperation on the part of the courts in this new program.
You have the possibility to influence the...
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be meeting with Judge Beldock within the next few weeks again.
All this is a very long process.
It's not too
long.
I
believe and hope that if the judges will know that they will have the full cooperation of the executive power, then they will become more judges, not to give so much chance. They are probably afraid that they'll pronounce a strict sentence, and after that the executive power, which will be the police or the prison, will seek all ways possible to give a parole, to take a bail, to make a sentence, suspended, etc., etc.
Well, it may
And
be.
then the irony, the vengeance of all the condemned people will be directed against the judge. That is, the judges will know that they have a united front, beginning from the judges through the defense to the prosecutor, and after that the executive power. That all things will go together to have the law enforced, then you will have the full cooperation.
The conversation was not really about services to the people of Crown Heights. It was about trying to do good for all the people of New York, and that would be, and the way to do that would have helped, of course, help everybody. That I thought was very impressive to me.